Welcome, folks. I am Jaby Koay, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
What's up?
And we're looking at The Boys Season 3 official trailer from Amazon Prime Video. Thanks so much for joining us. Please do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and pretty please vote this up to let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. We've got a description here. It's been a year of calm, Homelanders subdued, Butchers work for the government supervised by Huey, of all people. Both men itch to turn this peace and quiet into blood and bone. So when the boys learn of a mysterious anti-soup weapon, it sends them crashing into the Seven, starting a war and chasing the legend of the first superhero, Soldier Boy.
Wow.
Season 3 arrives June 3rd. All right. Let's
So
jump into this.
soon.
So, let me say it again, Cam. I may be a superhero, but I'm also just a man who fell in love with the wrong woman. Just a man who fell for the wrong woman. Fell for the wrong woman. But out of crisis comes change. Out of crisis comes change. I spent last year really slowing down and reconnecting.
The one in the middle, he looks crazy.
For everyone to meet the real me.
There's something wrong with Homelander.
He just figured that out.
Something broken. He's lost his fucking mind.
Love, mommy, daddy, and Abu. Hey, yo!
We've been on the straight and narrow all year. No killing soups, no drinking. Even follow Hugh Campbell's orders without strangling him.
Now you're just being cruel.
Or maybe you're not such an asshole.
People have superpowers. But real power isn't this. It's the ability to bend the world to your will.
Oh!
The gloves are off. Thought we could fight Vought the right way, but we can't. It's all rigged. We have to do it your way.
Wow, who would have seen that coming, right?
Yeah.
We've got. It's up to us. I think I have something. Maybe we can use it to blow Homelander's fucking brains out.
Oh, Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, yeah.
What's this?
Makes you a soup for 24 hours. You're gonna need it.
Oh, I can't.
The point of what we do is that
That's not gonna get addicting at all.
For once, I'll level the fucking playing field.
I show people the real me.
Whoa.
I mean, they fucking love me.
By the heroes and
Fuck!
Christ.
Soldier Boy.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
They're certainly leveling up for season 3.
Yes, that looks so exciting. I'm literally just like, oh my god, June can't come soon enough. That looks amazing.
June can come a little bit later. So many shows coming out at once, I'm getting a little stressed. No, but I am definitely excited by The Boys. I mean, it's one of my favorite shows from the internet, from Amazon. Like, I've thoroughly enjoyed season 1 and season 2, much to the surprise of Sintel.
Much to the surprise of everyone that knows you.
Yeah, everyone who knows me is like surprised at how much I appreciate the show. I just think that the storytelling is very, very, very strong.
Yeah.
Like the character development and where they take the characters, everything, like the arcs within the show, the surprises, like it really catches me in ways that I don't expect. The way season 2 ended just kind of blew my mind. I just remembered what happened at the end of season 2 as the trailer was starting, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. That's what he was going through at the end. That's how it concluded. This is where his head is at. I have no idea where you go from there with that character. Like, he's dealing with his own trauma of losing this person that he was in love with, being defeated. Like, he was defeated badly in season 2. And so where do you go from there?
He landed a blow with Homelander as well because he took away the child. It's kind of like, you win, but did you really? The wife that you've been looking for so long, you've lost her now.
Butch lost his wife, yeah.
Yeah, I'm super curious about that lady who works in the government who can like blow people's brains out with just a thought, because we saw her in this trailer as well. Obviously she's going to make a comeback. I'm not sure because she was with Starlight, right? I'm like, oh, is she just tricking her or is she really on their side? It was kind of fuzzy there. So I'm hoping that more questions will be answered.
The dynamic between Butcher and Huey, while they work for the government, should be an interesting starting place because Huey's not the boss.
Nope.
Butcher's the boss.
Yeah.
But he's the man in charge, and for him to have to work for Butcher to have to work for Huey is crazy to me. I can already imagine like what that relationship will be like of him having to take orders. But according to the trailer, he's actually doing really good of following those orders. But Huey kind of, it looks like he becomes full of himself a little bit, being the man in charge.
Yeah.
But then I wonder how long they're going to sustain that before it comes to that moment where Huey's like, okay, we got to do it your way. That's the only way. It's like, how many episodes do we have to get most of the season in?
No, I don't think so.
Before Huey says that line? Because it's like, we know where this is going. Like, before the show even starts, we know that's where it has to get to. So how long are they going to make us wait before that, like, adventure, before the Joseph Campbell journey takes place in the season?
And you make a good point as well because, you know, they've introduced this new, smaller version of the drug, right? Which will make you a superhero for like 24 hours. You made an excellent point, which is that can be highly addicting. Butcher says that he would never want to do that. Like, he hates soups and all of that. But once you've had a taste of that power and you've felt it run through your veins and you can see, you know, what superpowers you have, is he going to kind of change his mind? And
yeah, I mean,
do that?
You're going to be experiencing things in your brain that you've never experienced before, like highs that you've never experienced before. I don't feel like you can easily just put that down and walk away.
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to require a great deal of rehab to be able to not ever touch that again. It wouldn't surprise me if Butcher was going to look for or be curious about a long-term solution where he could permanently have powers. But I think that would make his character probably quite boring and the show boring.
Yeah.
And so it's actually more interesting that there is a limiter on this. I'm curious as to how the writers handle it being this thing that's 24 hours long. What is the damage afterwards, after putting your body through that?
Right, like a withdrawal.
Yeah, like a withdrawal, like each time, because when you, I mean, I don't dabble in the drugs, the DRUGs too much. I know that afterwards for some of these things, you have major, like a hangover. It just makes you like itching for that drug again. It makes me wonder like what the consequences are gonna be for him each time he comes out of that. That to me is way more interesting than if he was just permanently endowed with new powers.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely. And then also, of course, we have this new superhero, Soldier Boy, who I'm very excited about.
One of the things I was gonna mention, I forgot, was it's curious to me that they made it a 24-hour thing as opposed to like a 10-minute thing or a 1-hour thing. Like, it takes 24 hours, almost like acid. It takes 24 hours for it to run through his entire body. Well, I don't know anything about acid. I just know people who've had really bad trips where they're like, oh, it'll last like an hour, right? And then it lasts the entire day. It makes me curious why the writers chose to do this one-day thing as opposed to an hour or a couple hours to really limit like the extent of its use. So the only question I have that this trailer didn't entirely answer is, where does Homelander go from here? Because I could see he's struggling. I just don't know what his aim is now.
Yeah, I mean, I think he desires that love because he's like a weird narcissist and he needs that love and adoration from people outside. But I think it's getting harder and harder for him to keep a lid on the crazy person that he is inside, like the super violent tendencies and everything. And you see him starting to become unhinged. Like, Anthony Starr is doing an amazing job at kind of showing that through the eyes and everything.
I feel like by the end of season 3, he goes full blown baddie.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no other place to go. He's got to go full blown baddie. By season 4, he's like a bad guy, and this is who we're fighting now.
Yeah, like I want to see that.
Yeah. So anyways, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Do subscribe, bell icon, all notifications about this up. Thanks again. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.